Wow.
I was feeling it. Before
Every
we get going,
every listener is gone. Every listener.
that was a crazy like car wreck right there, wasn't it?
That was
A car wreck right there.
that was a collision. That's
That was
for
a
sure.
collision. How about you talk about our friends at 2920 Collision, Corey DLG?
Yeah, so if you were in a car wreck as bad as that song singing right there by the Savage, you would want to go to 2920 Collision Center. These guys actually recently helped me out. I was in a car accident, and they put the Avenger back together.
They did.
And like old Clint,
Avengers, assemble!
that's right. And like old Clint Barton, they put me right back in the field there. So if you ever have an accident here, you're going to want to dial this 24-hour roadside assistance number, 832-364-5177, 832-364-5177, 2920 Collision Center. They're going to take care of you. They're going to do good work. They work with all the insurance companies. 832-364-5177.
So rumor has it. Ooh,
I do like that
rumor
song.
has it that Clint Barton's family might die in the Avengers movie.
Why they gotta why can't that guy have a happy ending?
He can't, but they've like seen some of the photos of him, and he's not holding the bow, and so they think his family's gonna die. And he's gonna change into the Ronin character that he portrayed in the comics.
That's stupid. Don't do that.
I hope not, because
That's
he's
stupid.
pretty good with that bow.
Well, it's like now that they've conceptualized how the Hawkeye character would work, because like really, if you really thought about it, like it would never work. Like how would he know which arrows to grab on the
Right.
fly? Then they're like on his bow, there's a button, and he chooses. Like once they
That's
figured
cool.
that out, you don't ever need to mess with that. Like
No, you
you've got it. Clint Barton is now cool.
He is cool.
He is. First of all, if you're such a good archer and athlete, let's throw in athlete.
Let's throw athlete in there.
Because if you're so good that you can hang with a guy in $1 billion war suit, and
Right.
an Iron Man, and a
super
super soldier, and a god, I mean,
Yeah.
right?
No, exactly.
I mean, you don't need to do anything
He's such
special.
a cool character.
He is.
He's one of my favorite Avengers in the movies.
I like in the comic books. This is so dumb, but it's just like when you're growing up as a
Yeah.
teenager. This was a cool. He got with all the Lady Avengers.
Yeah, he did.
Like he got with all the Lady Avengers.
He was a man's man.
He was a man's man, shooting his arrows and
Now he is
taking him to bed.
I won't say the next joke.
Um,
but yeah,
Yeah, but like I don't know, like he was super cool, right?
Yeah.
Like you wanted to be, and you could have been Hawkeye,
because you didn't have to have special powers.
right? You just had to figure out how to shoot a bow. Which, by the way, if you've ever pulled a bowstring,
Not easy.
super hard. Like I wanted to just pass out from that. But like that's how I figured out I'll never be a
Corey
superhero.
DLG goes to summer camp and passes out trying to shoot an arrow.
Forget about all the superpowers and stuff. Literally, so I got a lot of family from Tennessee, and they hunt and things of that nature. And I got like a real bow, not like a compound bow, but like a real bow in front of me. And I'm like,
I can't do it.
like a foot and a half pulled back, and I was like, "This is it. This is all I got." Like,
No, man. You
if
need
this
to go,
ain't
you
killing
gotta do
him-
another 12 inches.
yeah. Say, man, you got to pull that away across, buckle that arm right in there.
Go to go. 12
you-
more inches.
Get you that 8-point buck.
12 inches long. Yep, there you go. So, speaking of, we talked about X-Men in the last segment. We're continuing with our movie news.
Right.
Who's the guy that's directing? Is it Simon? No, who's directing X-Men?
Directing X-Men?
Yeah.
Oh,
Fisher?
No. Or who's in charge of that?
It was the guy from Unusual Suspects.
Whoever it is.
I'm blanking on his
I
name.
want to say
right
Simon Kinberg, but I don't think that's right.
now. No, that's definitely not right.
Anyways, he has teased that there will be a game-changing event that happens in the new movie that will shake up the franchise completely.
Almost doesn't matter now, right? Like
I don't know.
he can blow it up,
Right.
right? I mean, he can do
But
whatever.
he's like, there's going to be something big that's going to happen. It's going to change the name of the game.
What do you think it is?
I don't know. What do you think? 'Cause they just had what's her name on the front cover of Entertainment Weekly or something like that as the Phoenix.
Oh yeah, how's it
And,
look?
I mean, it's not her as a Phoenix, but it's like her with flames and stuff.
Yeah,
It looks hot.
Sophie Turner. She's okay. All right, easy.
I really wish they would have put Deborah Wall in that character
Deborah Wall.
from The Punisher and
No,
Daredevil.
no.
She's so hot
She's not.
and redheaded.
She's not the right
Oh my
character
god,
at
I
all.
love her.
She's
so
like
hot.
she's like 9 feet
So hot.
tall. Like she's the
So-
wrong person.
So hot.
Also, this fits
They're
with
gonna
like.
kill a character, obviously.
Oh yeah, no for sure.
Several.
They're gonna kill Professor X probably.
Think so?
And this ends with Magneto leading the X-Men,
Oh, that'd be cool.
and then you go into the 90s
Into the 90s
with like an X-Men.
Jammer Pants.
Yeah, and then you actually maybe call this one Supernova, and it's Magneto leading an X-Men team.
Cross it over with Deadpool and Cable and X-Force and all that stuff.
Yeah, probably
Coming up.
something stupid like
So
that.
I also read here recently,
Yeah.
Disney wants to do their new streaming service, Marvel, all that good junk.
No, yeah.
But I read that the rumor is that they're going to leave their shows that are Marvel shows on
Yes.
Netflix.
So I did read this a while back, and I forgot to bring this up to you. They're
You're
not moving
welcome.
them. They're
You're
not
welcome.
moving them at all. They want to leave those there because they feel like Netflix has done a good. Because Netflix actually helped in the creation of those shows, finding the showrunners, finding the tone, and they feel like Netflix has done a good job and understands those characters kind of well. They're going to leave them there because they've. I do think that's one thing that Disney is wisely doing is they're not shaking things up that don't need to be shooken up. Like
shake it up.
So like
shake it up.
The Warner Brothers, every movie that comes out changes the course of all the other movies, right? Every time Warner Brothers releases a movie, they're like, "Oh, this one didn't do well, so we gotta cut this and go to this." And then with Marvel, they don't have that issue. Marvel, it's all part of a plan. Oh, this movie succeeded because it's part of our plan.
Yeah.
And if they had a bad movie, I still don't think Marvel would change things. Like, if a movie came out and didn't perform how they were expecting, I don't think they would blink at all. Like, I don't think they would be like, oh, well, now we got to cancel stuff. I think they would be just fine like that.
What do you think about this as well? So, in part of this deal, Disney is working out with Fox. It would give Disney almost the majority control over Hulu.
Yeah, I saw that too. I don't know. What is that like? What is that?
They would own a controlling interest in Hulu.
That almost seems inappropriate at that point.
Right. So
Because they have their own streaming service. They have stuff on Netflix. Are they going to put stuff on Hulu? Why would they do that?
well, they have stuff on Hulu now.
But why would they put any new stuff on Hulu? Like, what good would it do them to own 40% of something they're not going to use?
Right. Yeah. I don't know what they would do with that.
Do they just shut it down to get rid
Disney
of?
streaming service could just be Hulu.
They could do that. I mean,
No, because they think they're going to. Remember, they think they're going to make 200. What did you guys say? $200 billion and.
that's what you said.
No,
didn't
I
say
said
it.
they're not even close.
Yeah, but imagine if they already had Hulu instead of creating their own infrastructure for their own streaming service. They could just put whatever they want already on there.
But they could kind of if they went to Netflix tomorrow and said, "Hey, we want put 10 new shows on here."
Yeah, they would. Do
Netflix wouldn't blink.
No, they wouldn't.
And I'm sure Netflix would be like, "What do you want to do? Like a percentage deal here? What do you
Right.
want to do?" Like,
Have you watched any of the Runaways yet? On Hulu?
no, I'm
really
actually
good.
probably going to get Hulu in the start of the year.
It's really good.
I heard, and
really good.
and it looks good. The previews look good, and I mean,
I've seen the first 2 episodes. Haven't gotten to 3 and 4 yet. I think 3 just came out last Tuesday. I think, or maybe 4 too. But yeah, it's really good.
so you tagged me in some sort of featurette
Oh yeah,
for an animated.
this is my next jump.
Okay,
here.
what you got?
So Marvel, they've been kind of behind the times on the animated movies.
Correct.
They came out with the Ultimates and the Ultimates 2, which were really good. That was a while back.
It was a long time.
But they haven't
ago.
really done anything super
I think the
exciting.
last thing they did was like Avengers Next, which
Right.
was the kids, and then that was
Yeah,
it.
Young Avengers.
I don't even think it was called that. I think
It was called Young Avengers.
I don't know. Whatever. It was
But
called.
no, they've been keeping up with like the cartoon shows and stuff.
Right.
And we always talk about how DC is just killing.
The animated
the
stuff.
animated
Yeah,
stuff.
It really is.
So they're releasing a new animated movie
Okay.
called The Secret Warriors.
And it looks good. What you sent me was
Does,
cool.
right?
That seems really cool.
I knew you would like it.
I do. Although I don't like what they called Spider Gwen.
What'd they call her? I didn't see that.
Ghost Spider.
Ghost Spider.
When they were doing like the character explanations,
Yeah,
the picture said Ghost Spider, aka Spider Gwen.
that's weird.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe if that means like in her reality she's called the Ghost Spider, and then
Maybe.
the comic
I don't know.
fans know her as Spider Gwen. I guess it would make sense to web around a Spider Gwen. You'd have to have another name, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so.
But wouldn't you just be Spider Girl in your world or Spider Woman?
Maybe. Why would you be Spider Gwen?
Right. Well, I mean, again, we would have to know her as that.
Right.
So, but why would you be Ghost Spider?
If she wears all white.
Yeah, I
Ghost
guess
or
maybe,
white?
Maybe. I didn't like that name though. But anyway, it looks
cool,
super
right?
cool. Super cool. Also, they use the TV people. Daisy Johnson is literally voiced by the girl who plays Daisy Johnson.
Yeah. Quake.
Quake.
Yeah, there's so much stuff coming out. Like I haven't got a chance to get on that jump on the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. and space stuff.
Yeah, they released what the first 17 minutes. I haven't seen it. I haven't watched it.
It's out. The last Friday or 2 Fridays ago, the first 2 hours. It was like a 2-hour episode of the first 2 episodes, basically.
On
Like a 2
TV?
hour, yeah, 2-hour premiere. Right. Yes.
Oh,
It's also on Hulu now. If you had Hulu, you
I'm
can watch it
gonna. I have my TV set to automatic. I don't know if it.
too. Ooh, you might have it.
I don't know if it found it. You know how like you could say like this time zone or
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll have to see.
But also, they haven't come out and officially said that they're killing Inhumans either.
I think they're just gonna wait and see what happens. Like
Right.
they never announced that they were done with the Sharon Carter stuff.
Agent Carter.
They just basically said she's pretty busy. We'll see.
We'll see what happens, and then they canceled it like
They
months
just
later.
they just never.
She came back. There's a I guess with the cartoon show that's going on right now.
Yeah,
The
they
Avengers
want
one.
her in the cartoon.
She was
or
in
something.
like a couple episodes voicing her character.
man,
She's
I think
hot.
it's Haley Outwell. She's fantastic, but I just love
Yeah.
the idea that they're reincorporating these. Like these people aren't leaving.
Right.
Like they're not done. And I love that. I love that they can bring them back.
Yeah. So
Do you think they just send you like a continual check, like even something small, like let's say it's $20,000 a month, to just always be like if they call and your schedule's not booked,
Yeah.
you're like, yeah, you know what, I am free that Friday. I will come in and voice.
you have been paying me for a couple weeks.
I will come in and voice Peggy
I
Carter.
will
again.
voice. I don't know. Maybe they just have her under contract. I don't know. I don't know how that works.
I don't either because I
Wish
know
I knew.
I know like royalty stuff rolls in ad infinitum, like
Yeah.
forever as long as that stuff is out there somewhere. If someone else is using it, you get paid for it.
Yeah.
Because I know the Friends. This is ridiculous. The Friends I read somewhere still make $15 million a year.
No wonder David Schwimmer doesn't do anything.
That's why none of them do. None of them take anything they don't like. Like Courtney Cox, her and her husband
Well,
or ex-husband now, they produce a bunch of stuff.
She has her own show, which is, I don't know. I kind of like the Cougars.
Yeah, she
Cougar
did.
Town.
She did. But she was also her and David Arquette were producing
Right.
like 5 other shows.
Yeah,
and
they're
Lisa
doing a lot of
Kudrow I know does a lot of producing. And then Matt, what's his face? Matt LeBlanc.
Oh yeah,
He
does
has
his own
a
stuff.
Showtime show.
Yeah, and he's got a show on TV, like
Right.
Rebel
Yeah,
TV
yeah,
now.
yeah. Oh, does he?
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he had a show on like HBO or Showtime that's good, but now he's got like his own like sitcom again.
Oh, good for him.
Yeah, it's not
Good for him.
I've never watched it.
But I mean, like, they don't have
well,
to
Matthew
take...
Perry still does stuff. He's in the Odd Couple.
Right. He did like a couple episodes, not of The West Wing, but whatever Aaron Sorkin did after that. It was
Yeah.
some sort of
Weird
other
stuff.
show, and he was one of the leads on that. And yeah, if Aaron Sorkin calls, you
But
take the
David
show.
Schwimmer literally hasn't done anything.
No.
I'm retired.
What?
That would if in this group
Oh.
that you would be him.
I would be. The second the checks are big enough that I don't have to get out of bed, I'm not like, forget it. You're
Forget
gonna have,
about
You're gonna have
it.
the hardest time tracking me down for Thursdays.
Okay, well, I won't track you down anymore. Let's track out to a break. We come back, we'll get into our weekly top 3, which, by the way, is still Christmas themed this week.
Yeah,
You're
that's
listening
right.
to Nerd Stuff Radio.
Woo!